everybody? Let's get right into it. So, as we're talking today, Nicki has dropped Bigfoot. She dropped it at midnight last night, and the internet is broken. Okay, we're talking about 50,000 comments on Shade Room. We're talking about 30,000 comments on Neighborhood Talk. We're talking about trending with over like 100K for Bigfoot. We're talking about debuting on Apple Music. So this is very, very big, guys. I'm here for it. We're gonna break down some lyrics. But this is just it's a lot of tea going on in here, okay? So basically Nicki dropped, okay, and she basically started off saying that she's going to hit up Carl and buy Megan's catalog, and she doesn't stop that dialogue, She also started off with a banger saying, how do you have sex with your mother's man after she died? It was crazy. She also talked about how she went on Gayle King and lied to everybody, swearing that she didn't have sex with Tory, but she did. Then she went into how Megan was begging to be on Hot Girl Summer, begging for a Nicki feature. Everybody's seen she went on Instagram Live and was begging for a feature. Basically dropped a bar saying, if you're a ghostwriter, Party and Megan Jaw, basically saying that Megan has sex with ghostwriters for beats and for bars. It's a lot. So she said that, Megan has been sleeping with her best friend's man, and basically said that she's a liar. Talked about how Kylie kicked her out the house. If you guys remember in the news when everything was going on with Tory, it started at Kylie's house and she got kicked out because Megan was too drunk and got sent on her way along with her crew. Basically denied her getting shot, saying that she got shot with no scar. It's crazy, right? She said a lot. I'm not lying to y'all. She said a lot. She's dissing Megan left and right, and then she's also dropping bars. She mentioned a couple people that Megan had sex with. She mentioned that Future charged her $254 a verse. She said, party with the baby while rubbing on Tory toupee. She guess she needed money back for them Trey Songz. Carl Crawford made her crawl for it. She mentioned a lot of men that's in the industry. She basically said that this 2024 year is not the year to play with her. She coming hard every single time. She said that Megan was having sex with a minor, which is crazy, because I want to know the tea on that. And basically she brought up her mother again and said that she was lying on her dead mama. Now, she ended this with a hilarious monologue. What killed me is glass fragment foot ass bitch. When I tell you that killed me, it took me out. It sent me to the moon, y'all. Sent me to the moon. It's the ad-libs for me, okay? She's like, where my prayer warriors at? Listen, Nicki. Listen, it was tea. It was just super tea. Glass fragment foot ass bitch is crazy. In the monologue, she actually just warned her, told her that, if she doesn't apologize, it's going to get uglier than Ken Barbie. I will let you guys know what Ken Barbie looks like. She basically also said any woman who sleeps with her friend man is basically a Jezebel spirit and can't be trusted. Okay? She also thanked her for supporters for listening, and she just, ended it with that, basically. So, y'all, this is my whole thing, okay? The song in itself, I'm giving you my honest opinion. The song in itself was not what I expected, right? Because I had been on social media defending Nicki like my last wig depended on it, right? And in my mind, when I hear Roman, I know that she's going to go crazy, okay? But with this song, I felt like she was just trolling a little bit. I felt like a lot of what she already said in Twitter is what she said in her rap, right? And I know a lot of other people are saying that, but it is true. It kind of takes away the shock effect, right? When you've put this whole entire diss already on Twitter. So everybody's hearing what you're saying, but then they're going to listen to it and it's the same thing. Now, it is on wax. It is on a record, and she did step like how she should have stepped. But I think that the overall public would have enjoyed it better had she not went on a rant on Twitter, right? But with that being said, right, there's bars on top of bars in this trolling diss. I mean, we can't bypass that. I mean, there's bars on top of bars. And she still hit records. Nicki Minaj breaks the record for biggest debut for a female rapper in U.S. Apple Music history, surpassing her own Seeing Green. Debuts, right? She debuted at number 5, right? Higher than what his debuted at, right? And the thing is, iTunes, she's number 2, outselling his, right? So this was a joyful record. She doesn't have a music video, guys. Like, understand what's going on here. She has no music video. She's literally dissing somebody on a record, joking about it. You know, it's not too serious, but it's very serious. I don't know if y'all remember in my last video, I told you this is truly Sagittarius energy, you know. And this is just the USA top sellers. I told you Bigfoot is number 2 above his. But it's just, it's comical, to be honest, because Nicki doesn't have to do too much, and she's still going to outsell people. So, the general public is not on Nicki's side, right? Overwhelmingly, there's a lot of people. There's the Barbs, and then there's the general public. I fit in the Barb category. The general public fits in everyone else outside the Barbs. And they're not on Nicki's side. Why are they not on Nicki's side? Well, let's break that down. Because I'm here to understand what people are saying. I'm trying not to be biased about it, right? From what I get is that people just think Nicki took it too far, mentioning Megan's mom, and that Nicki's mean, and that Nicki is jealous, and that she dropped a weak diss track. And by the way, this is Ken Barbie, just so you guys know. In the monologue, she said things will get uglier than Ken Barbie. This is him, okay? This is him. But moving on. She has stated the general public does not like the messenger, right? Because there's a lot of serious things that Nicki addressed, right? Far as having sex with a minor, far as sleeping with your mother's man, far as sleeping with 10 plus men in the industry alone, far as saying you got shot in both foot, now it's one foot, far as sleeping with your friend's man, far as just a ton of things that if it was a regular person, people would annihilate their character. People would trash them for it. But because it's Nicki, and the only thing that anybody has to say about Nicki that's real tea is that her husband was an ex-sex offender from 31 plus years ago. You know, and people literally would rather hold on to that this man had a sexual assault charge 30-something years ago, rather than focus on current events, right? And this is my issue, because I honestly, truly feel that if Beyonce or Rihanna or Taylor Swift or Adele or Madonna or anybody else that's been in the game for a long time with legendary status would have said this about Megan, everybody would be in a different light. Everybody would think differently. Half of the people didn't even believe Megan. When she came out, it was a big thing. Tory versus Megan. It was a whole big thing. But because it's Nicki Minaj and Nicki has something to say, nobody wants to agree with her. They're literally ignoring everything that this lady is saying and focusing on the fact that her husband had a charge from 31 years ago. And I have to clear this up because people don't do their research. It seems like conductive research is just not a thing for people anymore. I have no idea why it has come to this. Clearly, and I will say it again, I'm no way trying to defend victims of sexual assault. Like, I'm just really not. But I have to speak the truth. And when people are not saying the truth, it bothers me. It truly bothers me. This man was 15 years old. The alleged victim was 2 years older than him. So I don't know if you guys know what a pedo is or what the definition is, but it's like literally making sexual advances towards a minor. And he was the minor in the situation, but people are overpassing that. From my understanding, from what I've read, he was having sex with a black girl, 2 years older than her, in her house, okay? Her parents came home, and because they did not like him, he was a thug, obviously. We all know he was a thug, and she wasn't supposed to be having sex. The parents pressed charges against him. The parents did, right? And because they said that she was they said that she wasn't technically supposed to have sex. She was 17, which she can, but they said that he forced himself on her, right? Now, 30 years later, that same victim has went public and stated that she made a mistake. She wished that she could take it back, and that's not how the events occurred. But that still doesn't matter. The general public is still against Nicki because of whatever reason. So my question is this. What has Nicki done to anybody that people will literally ignore all of the bad in somebody else to focus on Nicki's husband? Because you really can't say anything else, right? And then people keep saying that she's on a coke rant. Do y'all understand? If Nicki wasn't as strong as she is, a lot of people commit suicide based off of what masses of people will believe. Do y'all really understand that? Nicki didn't say anything but facts, and she said that she has proof to do it, to reveal it. But people would really rather go with any narrative that they push to make Nicki look bad in order to humble her, to dethrone her. They don't want her on top anymore. She's old, she's washed up, she's on coke, she's on a coke rant. Like, what the, like, honestly, you guys, like, we have to grow up, first of all. We have to grow up. We have to see people for who they are, right? See people for who they are. Megan has fallen out with several friends and several men. When you keep falling out, it's one thing to fall out with industry girls in the industry that's in a competition with you. That's one thing. But to fall out over your friends and with your men that date you personally, all of them, like, y'all not seeing that. Y'all not seeing it. Y'all keep talking about industry rap beef rather than people in a personal life that's falling out with this girl over and over and over again. Because y'all want to ignore her drunk behavior. Y'all want to ignore this whole culture that she's taking a part in. Y'all want to, if she has sex with her own mom's man, I'm just waiting for the receipt to drop on that. I mean, what are y'all going to say? Oh, but your husband went to jail 30 years ago for sexual assault. First of all, this man didn't even go to jail for sexual assault. This man went to jail for murder. Murder. He didn't even go to jail for this. He was 15 years old. He didn't even go to jail for this. Literally. Y'all crazy as hell. He didn't even go to jail for this. He went to jail for murder. And the thing is, y'all don't have anything else to say but that this man has a record of sexual assault. And I've seen a good comment that I wanted to comment on. It was on social media. They said, you know what? If Kenny was in a movie and this was his character, and he had a character, not Kenny, but it was a character that resembles Kenny's situation, the public, everybody would be on Kenny's side rooting for him. Everybody would. Who doesn't want to see the story of a black man who got falsely accused, the girl came out and said that she was lying about it, got years of his life taken away. He's just trying to build a better life and take care of his family. People will be on his side. But because it's Nicki and she's going against Megan, it is not because she's going against Megan, because it could be Cardi. It could be LaToya Luckett. It could be Savannah. It could be anybody in this world going against Nicki, and y'all would choose the other side. And I really want y'all to address that within yourself. Address that within yourself. What is making me ignore everything that this lady is saying that's so factual about this girl and keep bringing up the fact that her husband had a sexual assault case from 30 years ago? What does that do for you? I mean, honestly, what point are you making? Because the lady is not going to leave her husband. If you're looking for Nicki to say that, you know what, guys, you're right, and I'm going to make better decisions, and I'm actually going to leave my husband today because you guys don't like him. If you're looking for that, you're smoking. You're the one doing coke. Talk about it. Let's really talk about it. You're the one off the booger sugar. This is her whole husband that she has a child with. And y'all don't have anything other to say besides, oh, well, 30 years ago, he got caught with a case. And like literally nobody gives a F. Nobody cares. So since y'all don't care that this other girl is having sex with all these people in the industry, having sex with her mom's man, having sex with her friend's man, doing this, doing that, alcoholic, getting kicked out of houses, sending people to jail for years on the top of years, ain't really got no proof. Y'all like, oh, okay, well, cool. Well, at least she don't have a husband that had a case from 30 years ago. You know how stupid and childish you sound? But let me stop ranting. Let me know what you guys think below. I think, and overall, I think the song is okay. Okay, I think the song is okay. It's not Big Nicki's best work, but it's very catchy, and I've been listening to it nonstop. It's hilarious. The ad-libs is hilarious. The bars is lethal. Nicki's mouth is lethal. I'm here for the rap beef. No matter whose side y'all on, at the end of the day, Nicki makes this shit entertaining. Nicki makes this shit worth listening to. Because one thing about it, if Nicki leaves today and never drop another record in a year from now, y'all be like, oh my God, rap is so boring. Rap is the same thing. Oh my God, when female rap is over. But when Nicki come back, y'all just want to trash her. Y'all want to pick everybody's side against her. And this is why Nicki don't feel loved in the industry now. Because Nicki's the only one who's willing to speak up for herself and defend her family against anybody. Anything walking, it does not matter. As she should. As she should. I say keep going in, Nicki. Keep going in. And I also want Megan to respond. I don't think it's fair that in rap for hella years, when rap beef starts, the deal is you diss, I diss, we go back and forth. Now, in this new age of 2024, everybody's like, no, Megan, keep acting unbothered. Keep acting unbothered. Like, what are y'all doing? Do y'all think this is a popularity contest? Honestly, do y'all really think that this is about who likes who more? Because this is about rapping. These girls are not social media influencers. They are rappers. When it comes to battle rap or when it comes to rap beef, y'all go head to head and make the best person win. You don't get to take a shot at somebody's family and then when they respond, you cop and please, and all of a sudden now, oh, you're crazy. You're going on a rant. After you say, these girls is pussy and never address me. Come on now. You've been addressed for 72 hours straight, and I got a miniature like this record on you, trolling you. So, like, say something. Do something, because if you don't, then it's just like, girl, what did you even come at me for in the first place? What did you even do this for in the first place? If Rock Nation is telling you to be quiet, girl, Rock Nation should have told you to never put out the diss. Rock Nation should have told you that once you say this bar, this Megan Law bar, Nicki's going to come for your jugular, because that's what she did. That's what they should have told you. They should have said, do you know who you're messing with? Do you know who you're talking to? Do you know what's going to happen once this drops? That's what they should have said. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be back, you guys. Bye-bye.